You are saying you are seeing on the screen. What do you see?
The test that you sent us.
Okay, then that perfect. Okay, the question is, this question is just a little bit of meiosis, but I wanted to see if you guys, you can remember these concepts of meiosis. We covered them. So they're saying that the term given to the chromosome number, if you look at this and this, what do you see? You see what you call a karyotype. They talked about it, whereby a karyo means what? Karyo. What does it mean? It means what? Nucleus. It means what? Nucleus. So, type, which type of nucleus do you have? So we have the one which is for female and we have the one which is for male. I saw your answers, but let's find out. Remember, we said that from chromosome number 1 to chromosome number 22, we call them orosomes. Orosomes, isn't it? And then the 23rd pair, we call it gonosome, isn't it? So if I look at the 23rd pair, these are the gonosomes. These are the chromosomes which determine the gender, the sex of an individual. You see? So if they ask you, is it a male or a female? What do you look at? You look at the pair number 23. Isn't it? Yes. So they're saying that the term given to the chromosome number 1 to 22, so we say it is orosomes. So we say that that is orosomes. Is it clear? Mm. Then the 23rd pair is a gonosome. Did you write those answers right? Zintle, I didn't see your answers here. Sandion, I didn't see your answers here. I only saw the answer for Chin. Oh, okay. You're giving me now chemistry. Okay. Sandion, I didn't see your answer. You're giving me a different answer here.
No, I
So,
didn't know where I
where are
to
your
send it.
answers? No, so I was here, we're doing it together. Oh, you didn't do the answer. I didn't see the answer. Let me see. Let me see.
Sir, I said that I did the other one, not this one.
You see, you're starting those stories now. Let me
No,
see. He said this one say that autosomes, gonosomes. Yes, Chino wrote it right. Cool. Let's go to the next question. They're saying that give one visible reason for your answer. Why do you say it's state the gender of P? Where's P? P, the answer is male. Male. If you're saying it's male, yes, Chico said male. All right, correct. Did you say male? Give a reason for your answer. Chromosome pair 23 is made up of an X and Y chromosome. Yes. Chromosome pair 23 is made up of X and Y. Yes. How do I know it's X and Y? How do I know it's X and Y? How do I know it's X and Y? And the X. Because what? Because Y is smaller than the X. Y is smaller than the X. You see the pair, the two chromosomes, they don't have the same size. Meaning that one is X, another one is Y. Remember we said that X is shorter. I thought that you're not in class. We say that Y is shorter than X. Why Y is shorter than X? Because it carries less number of genes. Yes, it carries less number of genes. So X is actually, that's why ladies are more complicated than guys, because you have two X which have a lot of characteristics. While all males are simple and are not too much caring. Yes. Zintle, do you understand yourself?
Yes, sir.
Then they're saying that each person, each pair shown is a homologous pair of chromosome. Each pair is is a homologous. What are they saying now?
Give one observable.
State. Where is it?
No.
Oh, give one observable reason for your answer. We saw it. Ne?
Oh, yeah, that's one we answering question 8 point.
Give
Oh.
one observable reason for your answer. That one is done.
No, this is the one which you're reading. Each page, that one is for question 8 point.
Yes. Each of the pairs shown in the homologous pair of chromosomes state the origin of each chromosome in the homologous pair of chromosome.
One chromosome is homologous pair inherited from the individual's mother, and the other chromosome in the pair was inherited from the individual's father.
The individual's father. Okay. Let me see what my boy said here. One chromosome is inherited from the mother, and another chromosome is inherited from the father. Chico is correct. Yeah. One pair, basically, not one pair, one chromosome was inherited from the father, and then another one was inherited from the what? From the father. Or one chromosome was obtained from the sperm, while another one was obtained from the what? From the ovum. You understand? Yes. So it is correct. We go to the next question. Hey, this is blood group. This is blood group. When I asked my boy, say that doesn't know because it's a little bit, they have not yet covered it, but let's just do a small highlight, then I'll see him separately. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Fonela, like Mfonele. Ololo. Fonela are concerned that their baby girl does not appear to resemble either of them. Question: do you resemble your father or you resemble your mother? You resemble nobody. I hope you are not resembling your neighbor. All right. They suspect that the baby they were given at hospital was not theirs. Okay. Mr. Mfonela is blood group AB, and Mrs. Mfonela is blood group B. The baby they were given is blood group O. So basically, if you look at blood group O, what did we say about this story? Blood group is not conclusive to say that this is the parent. It can only be used to eliminate some individuals. Do you understand? It can only be used to eliminate some individuals. Let's go back to our distinction material book. Our distinction material book. Here is blood group. Ne? Let's use this. We see that to produce blood group O, yes, to produce blood group O, you're supposed to have two recessive alleles. You understand? So if you are blood group A, you can be blood group A heterozygous or blood group A homozygous. You understand? So now, if you have blood group A heterozygous and your blood group B heterozygous, you can produce a kid of blood group O. Meaning that if your blood group A and the mother is blood group B, you can produce a kid of blood group O. Wabona? But this story is telling us that the mother is blood group B. Yes, the mother can be blood group B homozygous or blood group B heterozygous. Remember, they produce a kid of blood group O, which is like that. So the father is blood group A, B. There is no way, when you go back here, if someone is blood group AB, can produce a kid of blood group O, because blood group AB has no recessive allele. You understand? So it means that now this parent is not, his father is not the father of this kid. Because blood group, it can only help us to kick out those possibilities which cannot happen. So in this case, a person of blood group AB cannot produce a person of blood group O. If the father was blood group B, cool, maybe blood group B, heterozygous. And the mother was blood group AB, heterozygous. So they would have maybe produced blood group O. But because the father is blood group AB, it's impossible. So they're saying that give the possible genotype of Mrs. Mufonela. They're saying they're possible.
Zygous and heterozygous.
So is either that or blood group B. You understand? Zintle. Zintle, are you there?
Oh, yes, I am here.
Chico, are you there? Are you getting the concept?
Yes, I can move right.
Okay. So now let's continue and find out. Guys, don't forget that question related to blood groups are one of the questions which complicate students' lives in genetics. These other things are simple, but when it comes to blood group, and then another concept I'll tell you, it becomes a little bit more complex. I don't know why, but there is too much analysis which are supposed to be given. So now they're saying that the blood group, they're saying give the phenotype of, give the genotype of the baby. It's only because the baby is blood group
Oh.
blood group O. So why is it 2 marks? Because it can be homozygous or can be heterozygous. So you get 2 marks there. While the baby is blood group O, remember, blood group O only has one option. It only has one option. That's it. That's why you see that it's only 1 mark. While blood group B, it has 2 options. That's why here they're saying that 2 marks here. Either you write like that or like that. Actually, both you write both of them because they said the possible genotypes. They're not saying that they're genotypes. They're saying the possible genotypes of those blood groups for those parents. All right. Explain why the baby girl with blood group O cannot be Mr. and Mrs. Fiona's daughter. Why is it that this child cannot be Mr. and Mrs. Fiona's daughter? What did you write?
It's because when the blood type is AB and does have the genotype.
It doesn't have the genotype.
AB doesn't have the O.
It doesn't have the O. What O?
Recessive.
It doesn't have a recessive allele. We are saying that AB and then B, no? If you look at it here, let me just use the distinction material book direct. Why is it that these people, this one and this one, cannot produce this? That's what they're asking you. It's because blood group AB has no recessive allele. You understand? This one can have a recessive allele. But blood group AB has no recessive allele. So there is no chance that they can produce a kid with the 2 recessive alleles. Yes, 1 recessive allele can come from the mother, but the father is predominant. Basically, is blood group AB. You understand? So cannot produce a kid of blood group O. Yes. Why? Because there is no recessive allele in AB. So your answer must be linked to that. Or that the child will only inherit 1 recessive allele from the mother and will not have the 2nd recessive allele to make blood group O from the father because the father has no recessive allele. Is it clear?
Yes.
Explain why the use of blood group for paternity test is not conclusive. You see this question I've been asking you? Yes, if we go to our distinction material book at the end of meiosis, not meiosis, is here. You see, the answer is there. They're saying that, what is the answer there? Blood group of the child is determined by alleles received from both parents. I see. The blood group of the mother and the child, the blood group of the mother, the child, and the possible father is determined. I see. So if the blood group of the mother and the possible father cannot lead to the blood group of the child, are you seeing what happened there? The blood group of the mother and the blood group of the child who do not lead, no. The blood group of the mother and the blood group of the father who do not lead to the blood group of the child. Because blood group of the mother is A, is B, it can be homozygous or heterozygous, but the blood group of the child is O. And the father is AB, there is no way how that blood group of the parents can lead to the child. Are you seeing? So then they're saying that if it cannot lead to the blood group of the child, then the man is not the father. The father is blood group AB. The mother can lead to the child, but the father is not. So if the blood group of the mother and the possible father can lead to the blood group of the child, then the man might be the father. Might be. It's not the father. Why is it not conclusive? Because there are a lot of people having the same blood group. So if you bring different people having the same blood group, what are you going to say that who is the father? You will not have an option to say that okay, this is the father, this is the mother. Sorry, this is the father. Because all of them, the 4 guys who came, they have blood group AB, blood group B, which is heterozygous. So who is the father? That's why you're saying that this is not conclusive. The guy might be the father, but it is not conclusive. We don't conclude that this is the father. Why? Because many men have the same type of the blood. So if we go back to our question, they're saying that explain why the use of blood group for paternity test is not conclusive, because many men have the same type of blood. Simple. Before we go to the question, this question, let me introduce another question. Remind me, how many alleles control blood groups? How many alleles control blood group? Ariel, how many, let me ask from people online. How many alleles control blood group? Ariel, how many alleles?
Allele. 4.
4. Okay. Zintle, how many alleles control blood groups?
There are 6.
There are 6. How many alleles control blood group? 6. Okay. Let's go back to our distinction material. Eh?
Oh, that control say there are 3. There are 3. Say.
Now you're busy copying from your big distinction material book. Ne?
No, I'm not copying the.
There are 4.
There are 4.
Say there
Eh?
are 2.
Here is the answer. They are saying that there are 3 different alleles. There are 3. How many alleles? They are talking about allele for A, allele for B, and allele for O. How many blood types? There are 4. How many genes control blood groups? It's 1. It's 1 gene. Which gene is that? Which gene is that? Blood group. The gene for blood group. Is there anything else?
6. I remember
6 is the genotypes. There are 6 genotypes.
Oh.
Yes, 6 genotypes: A, B, A homozygous, A heterozygous, B homozygous, B heterozygous, A, B, and O. So there are 6 genotypes, but 4 phenotypes, 3 alleles, 3 alleles. You understand? And then 1 gene, but only 2 can exist in an individual. Only 2 alleles can exist in an individual, because 1 comes from the father, 1 comes from the mother. And blood group is an example of discontinuous variation. because there is no intermediate. You can't be blood group AB and you are blood group A. No. You are either A or you are B. You are either AB or you are O. There is no intermediate. There is not this thing of trying. Right. All right. So now let's go to our genetic cross and we find it. What are they saying? What are they what? What are they saying? They're saying, using your knowledge of sex, explain why sex of the child is determined by the male gametes. 5 marks.
The female has 2 X chromosomes, as the male has X and Y, so the male can make X and male.
So that's how you get the marks.
Thanks.
Chico, do you have any idea about it? Why is the sex of an individual is determined by the male gamete?
Sir, can I try?
I want first hear from Chico.
So
Eh?
either
I
during
don't have an idea.
You don't have any idea?
No.
Okay. Ariel, you are saying you want to try.
The male has XY and the female have XX. So if the sperm carry the Y chromosome and fertilize the ovum, which the X, the individual is going to have XY, which is a male. And if the male carry the X chromosome and fertilize the ovum of the female, the individual will have XX, which is female.
That's it. This is what they are saying. Let's go to our distinction material book. Sex determination. You see here. That's it. They're saying that males have XY, while females have X.
that's one.
I think
That's one.
males have XY, 1 mark, while females have X, that's another mark, 2 marks. If a sperm carrying a Y chromosome fertilize the ovum having X chromosome, yes, the individual is gonna be a male. I think. So it means that the individual is going to be XX and is a what? So you got a mark there and you got a mark there. And then if a sperm carrying X fertilizes the ovum carrying X, I see, the individual is going to be XX. And then that person is going to be a female. That's what they are looking for. You can add whatever, maybe there's 50% chance of male and female, but depending on this question, they only want that. Actually, even they're not even looking for this. But you writing it does not mean that it's gonna make your answer wrong, because this is not first 3 points. No, it's just a description, which you're supposed to explain. And if you have explained it, then yes. So males have X and Y, while females have X and X. You understand? So how are we saying, why do we say that males determine the sex? Because the females are always bringing XX. You understand? So the female will bring X, and then and then the male is gonna bring a Y. Then the individual is one gender. But if the male brings the X, automatically the female is going to bring the same X, and then the individual is going to change the gender to a female. You see? So it means that it's the males who determines the gender of the individual. It's the male gamete to determine the gender. So males have XY, while females have XX. If a sperm carrying Y fertilize the ovum carrying X, the individual is going to be XY, and then is a male. While if the sperm carrying X fertilize the ovum which carrying X, the individual is going to have XX, and then it's going to be a female. That's it. Tazia, are we together? Yeah. I'll remind you these things when your marks come back. That's yeah.
Study the one for the study camp.
Huh?
You're also gonna mark the one in the study camp.
Not today. Yeah, the one for study camp, I'll only mark them. I'm gonna mark the one for study camp, ne, separately because it is too far ahead for one of the student, ne? Yes, but when I see, no, it's the same thing. I'm gonna.
I have to catch up on
Okay.
that.
Okay, we will see what to do. Okay, we got the next question. Ne? I want to do one investigative question. Zintle sent it. She said she wanted the help in that investigative question. So yeah, we will do it and then yeah, we conclude the class for today. Okay, they're saying that the table below shows the percentage of populations with the different blood groups for two countries. Ne? Which blood group shows the greatest percentage difference between the two countries? Blood group O. The difference is 20. Isn't it? And then here?
It's 25. Okay.
Hey, this is 25, ne? And then here? It's
15.
5. 15, eh?
Right. Oh,
And then here? 0. So which one shows the biggest percentage difference? Blood group what?
Don't say 20 divided. No, you don't.
No, they're just saying the difference. Difference is big minus small. It doesn't matter.
It's not
Mm.
to convert it to a percent.
You just get differences. Then we go to the next question. The population size of the country is 5 million people. Calculate the number of people who have blood group O. Show your working. Calculate the number of people who have blood group O. Eh? Oh, the population size of country Q. This country, isn't it? They are looking for this country. Guys, I'm sorry. Eh, eh. Yeah. Okay, I'll see how I'm going to sort that out. Just a moment, guys. Aye. Just a moment, guys. Your calculation. Uh, 60 divided by 100 is 5 million. Why do you say 60? They're saying they calculate the number of people who have blood group O on Q. Let me first clear it up. They say the Q. Q. Where's Q? Here is Q. And then they're saying which blood group are they looking for? Of O. So it means that is this. So if I add the 40 plus 45, how much is that? 40 plus 45. How much is that?
85.
Eh? 85
That's
plus 10? 95 plus 5? 100.
100.
Meaning that the total here is 100. And they said it already here in percentage. So it means that it's going to be 40 divided by 100 times the 5 million. You understand? So
Yes.
after that, you calculate and then you find how many individuals have blood group O. So, Nana, how much did you get?
That's 2 million.
2 million. Did you find it? Did you get it right? That if you do the calculation here, you get 2 million.
Yes.
Okay. If you got it right, that is good and well. Then I say that explain how the inheritance of blood group AB is an example of codominance. Why is blood group A and B, blood group AB is codominance? Why do we say that is codominance?
Because the allele of AB is expressed equally for maternal and paternal in the phenotype.
Yes, the allele of A and B, they're expressed in the phenotype of an individual. Remember, we said that this is the phenotype. You see, this is the phenotype. The phenotype means physical appearance of an individual, describing an individual in terms of what you can see. The person is black, tall, bald, big eyes with a big head. You see, you are describing what you are seeing. So in this case, we cannot see the blood. So we describe the blood in terms of blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. So if you have blood group AB, it means that you have the allele for blood group A and you have the allele for blood group B. So the individual is AB. That's why when you are describing which type of blood group, you are AB, meaning that it is being shown in the phenotype of this individual. Should we continue? Uh-huh. Then they are saying that explain why the sorry. Explain why blood groups are considered an example of discontinuous variation. What did we say? Even I said it when I was busy discussing about blood group.
Because see different blood types, either A, B, AB, or O.
The individuals they possess?
Completely different blood types, either A, B, AB, or O.
Yeah. So basically, there is no intermediate between these individuals. Ne? When we go, the best, if you look at our distinction material book, do we have that answer there? This book can answer everything. Don't stress.
It's not there.
It's not there, ne?
Not there. I had to.
Check this one saying it's not there.
Yes.
La 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 la. It's just that maybe you don't know the topic. It's there. It can't be, it can't fail to be there. It can answer all questions, any question you are thinking of. Any question, any question. There we go. There we go. Blood group. Discontinuous variation clearly define the difference in the characteristics that can be observed in a population. There is clear difference. You're either B or A, B or B. There is no mixing that, maybe you are, who are you? Are you tall or short? You're either tall or short. There is no this thing of, no, I'm just medium. In discontinuous, there is no intermediate. You are either left or you are right. You can't be left right. You can't be left right. You are either, I'm just giving you that there is a clear boundary between two individuals. You understand? It's not like now skin color. Skin color now, you can be light skinned. You can even use gentle magic from ShopRite, and then you change. So here in discontinuous, you can't practice it. You can't practice to be blood group AB when you are blood group B. Never. So basically, let me give you the perfect example. Anything which you are born with and you have it up to now, we call it discontinuous variation. We shall see it when we reach evolution. For example, your blood group, the ability to roll the tongue. Do you know how to roll the tongue? Can you roll? Oh, some people can roll, some people can't roll. Let me do like this. Let me do like this. Let me do like this. I don't see myself. Yes. Aha. Zintle, can you roll the tongue? Like this. If you can't roll the tongue, then it means that you are what? You are discontinuous. Actually, no. You can't practice it. Hey, it's gone. Okay. I thought you, oh, you didn't put on that part where you see what I was trying to say. You either know how to roll the tongue or you don't know how to roll the tongue. You're either blood group A or you're blood group AB or your blood group O. Look, there is no intermediates here. But if you are continuous, you see that it continues. So in continuous, you have what called an intermediate value, like a size 8. You understand? How big are you? Check, how were you born? You were born like very small. And then now, anything which changes as you grow up is continuous. If you look at me, I was born a yellow bone. However much now I'm dark skinned. Now it's gone. Check your shoe size. You are born, you are putting on size, I even don't know, half size, I don't know. But how much are you putting now? Size 20. Your foot is like big foot. Very big. So it means that is continuous variation. All right, we go back. So now the question is, explain why blood group are considered an example of discontinuous. First off, there is no what? Intermediate between the blood groups. You understand? The individual will have to belong to one of the category, either A, B, AB, or O, but not both. You understand? Then they're saying that inheritance of blood groups is given recessive allele. In inheritance of blood groups, give the recessive allele. Blood group that's the recessive allele. Guys, I told you that don't modify this to that. No. Don't modify I to that. If you do that, we will cross. And we won't be having mercy over you. We will cross, even if the answer is right. We will cross because we don't know what is this. So you better write it like that. That is I. And then the phenotype of individual who is homozygous for the recessive definitely is blood group O. Because they're saying the phenotype, the description of an individual. So if you were asking for genotype, it would have been like that. Yes. Someone saying, how much can a human do such a thing? George, you're saying how much can a human do to such thing? Which thing? I think I'm lost, George. How much? I don't understand. Yeah, unless there is a clear explanation or clear. Oh, the tongue. Oh, he's saying that how much can a person roll the tongue? No, as long as you can roll. I don't know whether you call it rolling or twisting, but it's basically called roll. I showed you how it's supposed to be. Let me do like this. Let me say stop sharing, and then I switch on the camera. So can you see me? Can you see me now? This is the rolling the tongue. Like that. So that's what called rolling the tongue. I've gone. Yes. Zintle.
Hello, sir.
Did you see what is called rolling the tongue?
Yes, yes, I saw so.
That's what you call rolling the tongue. So if you cannot do that, so you are a non-tongue roller. If you can do that, you're a tongue roller. But guess what? If you don't know how to roll the tongue, you cannot try it. Even if you practice, you cannot. You remain a non-tongue roller. You can't try. You say that, yeah, maybe I can. You either know or you don't know. Okay. Let's go to the last question. That is Zintle's question. She asked a question in here, and I say that, okay, I'll come back to you. What is this? Planning stage, Draper graph. Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna just do what we can answer depending on our level. So, are you there now? Can you see it? Can you see the question? Can you see the question? Can I have someone to tell me that you are seeing the question?
Yes, seriously.
Okay, Nala and Luke are farmers of the same species of fish. Nala breeds homozygous yellow fish, while Luke breeds homozygous blue fish. An investigation to determine the dominant color in this species of fish. They allowed 4 yellow fish to breed only with the blue fish over 5 years, and collected 100 individuals. That is what called offspring each year to observe. I think the table below shows the average results of the offspring. Yes, the average result of the offspring. So, what is happening? They're saying that name the type of dominance shown in this investigation. So you have yellow, 20. You have green, 20. You have blue. Green is 65. Then you have blue is 15. Did they mix? Did they mix? Did they talk about green somewhere? No. They crossed yellow and blue, and they produced green. What does it mean? We go back. It's complete, ne? You can bet it 10 rand, ne? Okay. Someone saying that is complete dominancy and she can bet it 10 rand. I'm gonna eat the 10 rand with happiness. Let's go back to our distinction material book. When I told you this one, this one is not incomplete, ne? They are saying that allele for red dominant over and allele for white. When the homozygous red crossed with the homozygous white using the genetic cross, you see homozygous red crossed with the homozygous white. Wait. It said homozygous. Yes, you see red crossed with white. What do you produce? You produced some red, homozygous red and homozygous white. Ne? Heterozygous. Heterozygous. I don't know. Whether homozygous or heterozygous, I don't know. So they produced a pink. Look. In this, you have this red and this white, and then you produced pink. Let's go back and find out from what they said. Let me do like this so that you're able to see. They say that so the investigation determined the color of these pieces of they allowed yellow fish to breed only with bluefish over 5 years and collected 100 offsprings each year. Observe. Then they're saying that yellow 20, blue 15. I think, but there is an intermediate color. There is a new color which has been produced, which is an intermediate. So it means that this is complete dominance. It's complete dominance. Give me my 10 rand. You said it's incomplete. Yes. I wanted to confirm your answer if it is right. This is incomplete dominance. So, yeah, yeah, it's incomplete dominance. I didn't want you to tell me that. I said it. Give me my money to change. All right. So, guys, this is incomplete dominance, meaning that this yellow brings 50% and also blue brings 50%, and then you form an intermediate color. As we said it here, so if you look at this here, if you look at this here, yes, we say that this one, red and white. So when you keep crossing them, you produce a pink. Eh? Is this pink? Yeah, you produce a pink. So if it was complete dominance, I would have done red and white, then I produce one of the colors, which is red. So it means that red is dominant over white. And if it was codominance, I would have been red and then blue, and then I produce a mixture of colors that is red and blue. But in this case, they say they gave us 3 colors, which means that you have 3 different colors. Therefore, it is incomplete dominance. Why? Because an intermediate has been produced. Someone is saying yes. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our question. Then we see what are they saying. They're saying that name the type of, we are done with that. Provide a reason for your answer because of the introduction of new color, that is green, or because of the intermediate, which is green. So you have to, your answer must be linked to the green. Huh? Then they're saying that state. Give 2 ways in which the reliability of this investigation was ensured. Guys, when it comes to this investigative question, you have even to listen carefully. The language they used is very crucial. Because here they're saying, give 2 ways in which the reliability of this investigation was ensured. They used what?
Number of
A certain number. Yes, you have to be specific. You have to tell us that they used 100 offsprings each year. They collected 100 offsprings each year. You see? They allowed the yellow and the blue fish to breed. The key point is the period. They say that an investigation was determined to determine the dominant color in this species of fish. They collected yellow fish to breed only with blue fish over a period of what? 5 years. Meaning that they were repeating this investigation over a period of what? 5 years. Remember, reliability is you repeated the experiment. But here, you can't tell us that they repeated the experiment. They're asking you, what did they do? You have to tell us from the question, what did they do to make sure that the reliability was there? So in this case, you tell us that they repeated the experiment over a period of 5 years. Then number 2, they used a large sample size of 100 offsprings. You understand? Each year. Or 100 offsprings each year were observed. I see. So that's a large sample size. So you can't say large sample size, repeat the experiment, you'll get 0. Then they're saying that one way in which the result of this investigation was made valid. When you say validity, you have to use, it must include the word same. What did they do? Well, wait, which language did they use? Name one way in which the result of this investigation were made more valid. Meaning that we are looking at something which is continuous. What they did. Not what they will do or what is supposed to be done, but what they did. That's not validity. What did they use? Same. What did they use?
Oh, fish. They use yellow.
Yes, they use the same type of fish, that they breed the same, they cross the same type of fish, yellow and blue. You see? The investigator to determine the color of fish. They were allowed for yellow fish.
Like,
They also did the homozygous. So you are looking at the same. Where did they breed them from? Also reliability. Also reliability can also be increased by the average. You get this, the experiment, repeat the experiment, and you get the average number. Repeat. Is the reliability. Yes, when you repeat and then you get the average, that is the reliability. So I didn't see it. They also said it here. Average number of fish over 5 years, meaning that they added all of them and then they got the most accurate value. You understand? Yes, that is also an example of reliability. So validity, we say that they use the same type of species. This species of fish. This is the same type of species. They use the same colors of this fish. Do you understand? Yes. So it means that it must have the word same. It must have the what? The word same. Then they're saying that give 2 planning steps that would have been taken. You see, that would have been taken. See the language taken for this investigation.
we could the ops
They did what?
set a date
They set a date.
on which the ops
They didn't plan.
give 2 reason, give 2 planning steps. Oh, they used the same species.
They didn't use the same. Look at the English. Look at the English. Give 2 planning steps that would have been taken. Listen, that would have been taken. It means that they didn't take it. So you have to tell us what would they have done so that their planning is correct. So they didn't mention maybe here, but what would they have done to make this planning? You see, that language is a very key point. If you don't look at the language they have used in the investigative question, you may end up losing it. Babon, the what? They would have checked what? The health of the fish, okay?
They will have track time and date.
Track time and date, okay? Where do they get this fish from? Where do they get fish? Nala and Loco are farmers of the same species of small fish. And Nala breed the homozygous here, okay. And Loco breed homozygous fish, okay. Investigation, when they determine the color of. Yes, maybe they would have said the dates. Yeah, they were supposed to do. They might also talked about the health. They must also maybe they would have also determine first the fertility. What if they're not giving birth? You understand? You have to plan and see that, okay, what I'm going to do. You understand? Yes. What about having enough food for a period of 5 years, or resources for this fish for a period of 5 years? Because you have to plan for it. If you are going for 5 years, what if you reach 2 years and then food is finished? So what would you have done before, if you were the one, before this investigation was done? Another thing, yes. Okay, maybe they had already the fish pond constructions. Yes, breeding grounds. They would have prepared maybe the breeding grounds where these fish are going to breed from. But since they have been fish farmers, maybe they have that. You understand? Yes. So you look at the things which were supposed to be in place for them to do that. Then last question. We're not going to go to Darwin's theory because that is evolution. We have not reached evolution. They're saying that draw a bar graph to represent this investigative question. When I say bar graph, don't forget that it's supposed to have the same space. The bars are supposed to be the same size. The independent variable and dependent variable, we say this is phenotype is X, and then the average number is Y. You just say XY, ID. XY, which is X axis, Y axis, then ID. I is independent variable, D is dependent variable. I can't write here because this is on WhatsApp. Ne? Yes, it is not on the other side. So I cannot write there. I think that is it. Unless you have a question, unless there is a question. If there is a question, let me know before I close our class for today. Yes. Is there any question? I think I might have a class tomorrow. Yeah, don't worry about church. We're gonna have to sort it out. See what time is best. What time do you go to church, you guys? What time do you come back from church? Yes, just a lesson tomorrow because on Monday I might not have a lesson. Yeah, it's because of I might be going somewhere and I don't want to miss your class. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be online. It's gonna be online. Everyone is gonna be at his or her home. Yeah, but you just make sure that you log in. Ne? Yes, you log in. So what time do you go to church?